Pause everything right now. I mean it. Whatever you were doing, whatever had your mind occupied just seconds ago, let it all fade into the background because what I need to tell you cannot wait another moment. You did not find these words by random chance. You were not scrolling aimlessly when your eyes landed here. Something deeper than coincidence brought you to this exact place at this exact time, and I need you to feel the weight of that truth settling over your heart right now. There is a reason your fingers stopped moving. There is a reason something inside you whispered to pay attention. That was not curiosity. That was not boredom looking for distraction. That was your soul recognizing that heaven itself orchestrated this divine appointment between you and the message your spirit has been aching to hear. Listen to me closely. If you are reading these words during the sacred season of December, you need to understand something that will shift your entire perspective. You are not here by accident during the most spiritually charged month that exists. December is not just another collection of days marked on a calendar. This is the season when miracles stopped being impossible. This is the month that forever proved heaven could break through into the darkest situations and bring light that changes everything. This is the time when the greatest gift ever given was wrapped in the most humble circumstances, reminding us that divine intervention does not always look the way we expect it to look. When heaven moves, it shatters our limited understanding of what is possible. And if your eyes are taking in this message during December, you are standing in the most supernaturally active atmosphere of the entire year. The veil between heaven and earth grows thinner during this season. Breakthrough becomes more accessible. Miracles lean closer to your reality. Faith finds more traction, hope burns brighter, and you, my beloved, you are positioned right in the center of it all. But let me tell you something that might surprise you. Even if December has already passed when you encounter these words, even if you are reading this in the heat of summer or the middle of spring or during any other month, do not think for even a second that this message has lost its power. Because here is the profound truth I need you to grasp with your whole heart. December is not confined to 31 days. December is a spiritual atmosphere. December is a posture of faith. December is what happens when you believe with such pure intensity that the impossible starts bending toward possible. When you carry genuine faith in your heart, when you refuse to let circumstances dictate your hope, when you keep trusting even when logic tells you to quit, you create December in your own life regardless of what the calendar says. Every month becomes sacred when you walk with authentic belief. Every day becomes pregnant with possibility when you truly trust. Every moment becomes an opportunity for heaven to intervene when your heart stays open. So whether you are in the natural season of December or you are watching this months later, the same power is available to you right now. The same presence surrounds you. The same promises cover you. Because the God who moved then is moving now, and he does not need permission from a calendar to transform your life. I see you right now. I see exactly where you are sitting or standing or lying down as these words wash over you. I see the exhaustion etched into your spirit that you have been trying to hide from everyone around you. I see the smile you plaster on your face when you walk into rooms full of people who have no idea that your heart has been quietly breaking. I see the battles you fight in the privacy of your own mind, the wars that rage behind your eyes while you nod and pretend everything is fine. I know about those nights when sleep feels like a luxury you cannot afford because anxiety keeps your thoughts spinning in endless circles. I know about the mornings when you wake up already tired, already defeated before the day even begins, wondering how you are going to find the strength to keep pushing forward. I know about the weight pressing down on your chest that makes it hard to breathe sometimes, the heaviness that has no name but feels so real you could touch it. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant for your shoulders. You have been holding together pieces of your life with trembling hands while everything inside you wants to collapse. You have been strong for so long that you forgot what it feels like to rest, to truly rest without guilt or fear or the nagging sense that if you let your guard down, everything will fall apart. I see how you have showed up day after day even when you had nothing left to give. I see how you forced yourself to keep moving when your soul was screaming for you to stop. I see how you smiled through pain that would have destroyed most people. And I need you to know that every single moment of that struggle has been witnessed. Not one tear went unnoticed. Not one sleepless night went unseen. Not one silent prayer whispered in desperation fell on deaf ears. I have been there in every valley you walked through, in every storm you weathered, in every dark hour when you thought you were completely alone. You have questioned why things have taken so long. You have asked yourself why doors keep closing in your face when you were certain they were supposed to open. You have wondered if your prayers are actually getting through or if they are just bouncing off the ceiling and falling back empty. You have looked at other people walking in blessings and breakthroughs and felt that painful sting of wondering, why not me? What did I do wrong? Why am I still stuck here waiting? I know you have replayed your decisions searching for the moment you took a wrong turn, trying to figure out where you messed up the plan that seemed so clear at one point. I know there have been moments when you felt forgotten, overlooked, passed by while everyone else got called forward. But I need to shatter that lie right now with truth that will set you free. You were never forgotten, not for one single second, not for one single breath. The delays you experienced were not heaven ignoring you. The closed doors were not rejection. The waiting was not punishment for some hidden failure you cannot identify. Every single thing that happened, every door that stayed shut, every opportunity that dissolved before your eyes, every relationship that fell apart, every plan that crumbled, all of it was divine protection working on your behalf. You could not see it because you were looking at everything through the lens of disappointment, but there was a bigger picture being painted. There was a masterpiece being created with your life, and the artist knew exactly which colors needed to be added, which brush strokes required patience, which sections demanded more time before they could be revealed. What looked like setbacks were actually setups. What felt like denials were actually redirections. What seemed like endings were actually new beginnings being prepared in secret. This is not just about getting what you asked for. This is about becoming who you were created to be. This is about developing the strength to carry the weight of the blessing that has your name on it. This is about building the character that can steward the destiny you are about to step into. If certain things had come when you first asked for them, they would have crushed you because you were not ready yet. The faith that needed to be tested, the wisdom that needed to be developed, the endurance that needed to be built, all of these things required time, and that time was not wasted. It was invested into making you ready for what is coming next. Right now, in this very moment, as your eyes move across these words, things are shifting in the spiritual realm that you cannot see with your natural vision. There are movements happening in places beyond your perception. Angels are being assigned to specific tasks concerning your life. Doors that have been locked for years are being unlocked. Obstacles that have blocked your path are being removed piece by piece. Hearts that were closed toward you are being softened. Resources that were held back are being released from places you never expected. Opportunities that seemed lost forever are circling back around to you. Dreams you thought were dead are being resurrected and breathed back to life. This is not wishful thinking. This is not positive motivation. This is already in motion. The supernatural realm is responding to your faithfulness, your perseverance, your refusal to quit even when quitting would have been easier. Let me tell you what is about to unfold. Within the next few days, you are going to see the first tangible evidence of this shift. It might come through an unexpected phone call that changes your trajectory. It might show up as a sudden opportunity appearing out of nowhere. It might manifest as a financial blessing from a source you never anticipated. It might arrive as physical healing that doctors cannot explain with their science. It might present itself as a deep peace flooding your soul that makes no logical sense given your circumstances. It might come as a relationship being restored that you had given up on. However it shows up, you will recognize it. Your spirit will know. You will sense the fingerprint of divine intervention all over it, and you will understand that this is the beginning of everything shifting. Within the coming weeks, doors are going to open that you did not even have to knock on. Favor is going to surround you in ways that leave you speechless. People are going to feel compelled to bless you and help you, and they will not even fully understand why they feel so strongly about it. Ideas are going to drop into your mind that will completely alter your direction. Connections are going to form that become divine relationships for your next season. You are going to find yourself in rooms and spaces you had no business accessing, except that supernatural favor overrode natural limitations. Things that should take years are going to happen in months. Things that should take months are going to happen in weeks. Because when heaven decides to move, time itself bends to accommodate eternal purposes. Within the next several months, your life is going to look so dramatically different that people who know you will struggle to comprehend the transformation. They are going to ask what happened to you. They are going to want to know your secret. They are going to wonder how you went from where you were to where you are in such a short span of time, and you are going to tell them the truth. It was not your own strength. It was not your strategy. It was not your connections or your effort. It was the hand of heaven moving on your behalf. It was grace carrying you when you had no strength left. It was faithfulness holding you together when everything was shaking. It was promises that never failed, even when you nearly stopped believing them. And your story is going to become a living testimony that gives hope to people still walking through their own valleys. But listen carefully. This breakthrough requires something from you. It requires your participation. It is not enough for heaven to release it. You must receive it. And receiving it means shifting how you think and how you speak. You have to stop agreeing with defeat and start declaring victory. You have to stop meditating on problems and start focusing on promises. You have to stop replaying the past and start envisioning the future. Your words create atmospheres. Your thoughts shape realities. What you consistently speak with your mouth and believe in your heart is what begins manifesting in your physical world. So right now, I need you to do something. I need you to speak out loud wherever you are. Do not just think these words silently in your mind. Speak them with your voice, because there is creative power released through spoken declaration. When you speak it, you activate faith. When you declare it, you set spiritual forces in motion. Open your mouth and say this: I declare my season of waiting is finished. I declare my time of breakthrough has arrived. I declare every closed door is opening. I declare every blocked path is clearing. I declare favor surrounds me. I declare provision is coming. I declare healing is flowing. I declare peace is flooding my mind. I declare joy is returning. I declare everything stolen is being restored. I declare I am stepping into my destiny. I declare nothing can stop what heaven started. It is done. It is mine. I receive it now. Did you say it out loud? If you did not, go back and speak it, because this is not a religious ritual. This is you taking your position as a beloved child and exercising the authority you carry. The enemy wants you silent. He wants you passive. He wants you seeing yourself as a victim. But the moment you open your mouth and start speaking heaven's promises over your life, the atmosphere shifts. The spiritual realm responds. What was held back gets released. What was bound gets loosed. Now I need to warn you about something. The enemy is going to try to steal this moment from you. He is going to whisper doubts. He is going to remind you of past disappointments. He is going to point at your current situation as evidence that nothing is changing. He is going to try convincing you that you are just setting yourself up for another letdown. He is going to bring up every mistake, every failure, every time things did not work out. He is going to tell you that you are not worthy enough, not faithful enough, not good enough to receive what is being promised, but you must recognize his voice so you can silence it immediately. He is a liar. He has no power except what you give him through agreement. When he whispers fear, you speak faith. When he whispers doubt, you speak declarations. When he whispers defeat, you speak destiny. Think about the miracles recorded throughout history. Waters parting when there was no way forward. Walls falling when there was no military explanation. Provisions multiplying when the math did not add up. The sick being healed when medicine had no answers. The dead being raised when everything said it was over. Every single one of these moments required faith in the face of impossibility. Everyone required believing before seeing. Everyone required trusting the voice of heaven over the evidence of earth. That is what I am asking of you right now. Believe before you see it. Trust the promise over the circumstance. Walk by faith and not by sight. Because the moment you choose to believe, the moment you decide to trust, everything in the unseen realm aligns with your decision and begins manifesting in the seen realm. 1 year from today, you are going to look back on this exact moment and recognize it as the turning point. 1 year from now, you are going to be living in the fulfillment of what is being spoken over you right now. 1 year from now, you are going to be sharing your testimony with others about how you were carried through, about how every tear had purpose, about how the delays had meaning, about how everything worked together even when you could not see it. And people are going to be drawn to your story because it will give them hope that if breakthrough happened for you, it can happen for them too. There are people watching you right now even though you do not realize it. They are watching to see if your faith is genuine. They are watching to see if heaven actually comes through for you. Their own faith is fragile, and they need to see living proof that believing still matters, that trusting still works, that holding on still produces results. When they witness undeniable evidence of divine intervention in your life, it is going to ignite something in their spirits. It is going to awaken hope they thought was dead. It is going to cause them to reach toward heaven in ways they never have before. Your breakthrough is not just for you. It is connected to other people's destinies. For those of you in December right now, you need to understand the magnitude of this season. There is a reason heaven chose this time to bring forth the greatest demonstration of love the world has ever seen. December represents heaven colliding with earth. It represents light invading darkness. It represents hope being born in impossible circumstances. It represents the supernatural overriding the natural. It represents promises becoming reality. All of that same energy, all of that same power is being poured over your life right now. If you are in December, you are positioned in the most supernaturally charged atmosphere of the year. Miracles are most accessible. Breakthrough is most available. Heaven is leaning closest. But even if you are not in December, even if you encounter this in any other month, grasp this revelation. The spirit of December is not confined to dates. It is released through faith in your heart. When you truly believe, when you genuinely trust, when you refuse to let go of what was promised, you carry December's atmosphere everywhere you go. You become a demonstration of heaven touching earth. You become living proof that when you align with divine purpose, every month becomes sacred, every day becomes significant, every moment becomes pregnant with possibility. Before you leave this moment, I need you to do something that seals this encounter. First, go to the comments right now and type Amen. When you type that word, you are not just leaving a comment. You are making a public declaration of faith. You are agreeing with everything spoken over you. Along with Amen, write the one thing you are believing for, the deepest desire of your heart. Do not be ashamed. Write it down, because when you give voice to faith, you partner with heaven's plan. Second, share this message with 11 people who need to hear it. You know people struggling right now. You know people about to give up. Share this with them, because there is power in 11. It represents transition from one season to another. When you share with 11 people, you become a channel of hope. And when you make a way for someone else's blessing, heaven makes a way for yours. Third, stay connected here so you continue receiving words that guide you, encourage you, strengthen you. You will need these reminders when the enemy tries to make you doubt. Stay plugged in. Stay positioned. One more thing. If you feel stirred in your spirit, there is a link in the description for coffee donations. This is not about me. This is about hungry children who have nothing. When you give, it feeds them in your name. One coffee you would buy becomes a meal for a child starving. I am not asking out of obligation. I am asking from the overflow of gratitude for what heaven is doing in your life. When you give to the least of these, heaven takes notice and releases blessing you could never earn. Everything is changing for you starting now. The waiting is over. Preparation is complete. The door to breakthrough is open. What you are about to walk into will not look like anything you experienced before, because this is new, fresh, unprecedented. This is tailor-made for you. This has your name engraved on it. This was designed specifically for you before the foundation of the world. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your season. Nothing will stop what has been set in motion. Walk away from this message different than you came. Lift your head higher. Square your shoulders. Feel the weight lifting. Sense hope rising. Know deep in your spirit you are not alone, not forgotten, not disqualified, not too late. You are right on time. You are exactly where you need to be. Everything that happened positioned you perfectly for what is about to happen. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the one who holds your life and has never let you fall beyond reach. Walk forward with confidence. Speak with authority. Believe with certainty. Expect with anticipation. Receive with gratitude. Watch as everything promised unfolds exactly as spoken. You are loved beyond measure. You are valued beyond words. You are cherished beyond understanding. You are about to experience breakthrough beyond anything you could ask or imagine. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your greatest chapter. Step into it with boldness. Step into it with faith. Step into it knowing heaven backs you, angels work for you, and victory is already yours. Close your eyes for just a moment. Feel the presence surrounding you. Breathe deeply and let these words settle into your soul. I lift you before heaven right now. I thank the divine for your life, for your faith, for your refusal to quit. I thank heaven for walking with you through every valley, for carrying you through every storm, for holding you together when you felt like falling apart. I speak breakthrough over you now. I speak open doors, divine connections, supernatural provision, miraculous healing, restored relationships, fulfilled destiny. I break every chain of fear, every lie of unworthiness, every weight of shame, every spirit of delay. I declare what was promised is manifesting now. I declare what was spoken is coming to pass now. I declare waiting is over and receiving has begun. Protection from doubt, shield from discouragement. Guard your heart and mind as you walk into everything prepared for you. Let your story become testimony that brings hope to broken hearts. Seal this word over you as unbreakable covenant. Never forget this moment. Always remember you are loved and heaven is faithful. Amen.